morning, my name is Farahida binti Abdullah. I'm from Group 7, so today I will present the research that we have done is the impact of COVID-19 on the profitability of healthcare firms on Bursa Malaysia. So, the healthcare system plays an important role in supporting and maintaining human health. However, it also plays an important role in the country's macroeconomy, although it is not always recognized directly. Basically, healthcare firms in the past 3 years, starting from 2019 to 2021, the health organizations all over the world are reeling from the news of the pandemic COVID-19. The sector most affected during COVID-19 were the healthcare sector, including the public and the private healthcare companies, as the virus involved public safety and health issues. COVID-19 is the most significant global care crisis today. As the Malaysian Minister of Health KKM has stated, in the years between 2000 and 2009, healthcare was the fastest growth industry and was recognized as a key drive of economic growth. Next, gross domestic product was increased and it's influenced by the increase in healthcare. According to the World Bank data, Malaysia health expenditure increased from the year to year. Health spending as a share of GDP in 2018 amounted to about 3.8% of the country's GDP. There was an increase in the healthcare expenditure of 1.3% compared to 2.5%. This indicates that Malaysia has an increase in the medical facilities and better quality treatment. The COVID-19 pandemic has opened up vast opportunities for the healthcare sector business, where many companies have ventured into the sector under Bursa Malaysia. Next, the problem statement in this research are the impact of COVID-19 on the profitability of the healthcare sector and firms listed in Bursa Malaysia. So basically, there are 5 of research objectives, which is the first one to determine whether the firm size has a significant impact on profitability of the healthcare sector during the COVID-19 pandemic. The second one, to examine the impact of working capital on the profitability of the healthcare sector during the COVID-19 pandemic. The third one is to investigate the liquidity factor that affect the profitability of the healthcare sector during the COVID-19 pandemic. And the last one is to measure the significant relationship between the company efficiency and profitability of the healthcare sector during the COVID-19 pandemic. The scope of study in this research is the key factor influencing stock market profitability in Malaysia's healthcare sector in the face of pandemic COVID-19. The data type in this study is using secondary data and focus on the healthcare sector in Malaysia. The keywords of the independent variables are firm size, working capital, liquidity, and company efficiency. And also the dependent variable is profitability in the year of 2019 to 2021. The limitation in this study is the study and collection of this database are only focused on one sector, which is healthcare sector only. This study also was done only in Malaysia, and it would be better if this study was conducted in other countries as well. So the limited time allocation and the study was done in a short time. So next, there are 2 theories that have been used in this study, which is, the first one is the resource-based theory to develop firm capabilities. According to Utami, 2022, the resource-based theory model is for the successful management of organization resources, diversification strategy, and productive prospect. The second one is the trade-off theory. Trade-off theory is an idea of where companies choose to use debt and equity financing by balancing costs and benefits. Next, we proceed to the theoretical framework. This is the conceptual framework that shows the link between the independent variables, which is firm size, working capital, liquidity, and company efficiency, with the dependent variable is profitability. Next, in the hypothesis development, we will take a look the hypothesis alternative whether there is no significant relationship between the independent variables and dependent variables. Furthermore, we will also take a look for the hypothesis null whether there is a significant relationship between the independent variables and dependent variables. Next, for your information, in this research, the method have been used is quantitative research. This study is used panel data which was collected from the data stream, which are taken from the year 2019 to 2021. The explanatory analysis is based on the secondary data collected of the three purposely selected healthcare equipment and services, healthcare provider, and pharmaceuticals. The data was selected from the data streams. Therefore, there are 14 companies that was selected in the data stream. The data was analyzed using Microsoft Excel and the eView software. So, in this table shows the descriptive analysis. In the normality test, the skewness is 1.016403 demonstrate that the arrow is positively skewed. For the kurtosis is 4.27 is a leptokurtic distribution which has a sharper peak and thicker tail than the normal distribution. For the Jabera test, result reject the null hypothesis of normality at a 1% significant level. Next, we go to the multicollineatory test, which is in this slide. As we can see, it shows us the variation inflation factors value for all variables in this study. In this research, all the variables does not have multicollineatory because the setted VIF value is less than 10% except for the company efficiency because it is more than 10, which is 170.09, where the variables have multicollineatory problem that should be appropriately addressed before performing the regressions. Next, we take a look the result of the modified Wald statistical test are significant at 0.00 for all models. This means that the null hypothesis, which is HO, no heterogeneity problem exists in the study data, is rejected and there is the presence of the heteros problem. Next, let's take a look for the regression result. As we can see in this table, the p-value of the F statistic is significance level of the p-value is smaller than 0.01. Adjusted R-square of the 0.717480 showing that the independent variables cumulative determined by the 71.75% of the dependent variables. In this research, the p-value of the firm size is to be found significant at the level p is smaller than 0.05. The p-value of the working capital was found to be significant at the level of p is smaller than 0.06, while the liquidity is no significant between the liquidity and profitability because the p-value is more than 10%, while the p-value of the company efficiency was found to be significant at the level of p-value is smaller than 0.00. In conclusion, the company efficiency has 99% level of confidence as it was found to be significant at the significant level of the p-value is smaller than 0.00. The firm size level confidence at 95% as is found to be significant level p is smaller than 0.05 and shows that it's positively significant. The company efficiency and the firm size give a good impact to the profitability of the healthcare firm listed in the Bursa Malaysia during the COVID-19 pandemic. Company efficiency one of the independent variables that shows excellent potential in the healthcare sector. To maintain the potential of a company or sector, the main things here is to encourage teamwork among your employees, improve their performance, and strengthen the roles of them. Last but not least, this recommendation for the future researchers, which is the study that needs to be completed must be requires a longer time to get a more comprehensive and accurate result. This is because the study needs to obtain detailed data information for the researcher to be able to evaluate and make comparison. In addition, it is necessary to the future expand the selection of industry and sectors applied. Future researchers need more time to see the current world development, as in the year 2019 the world has been hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. So that's all from me. Thank you.